I came to Geosyntec to work on the Gowanus project. Some of the serious problems that we had when we joined there is it's in an urban area. 100,000 people live within a half mile of the canal. So you have a lot of stakeholder interest in very contaminated sediments with complicated disposal issues associated with those. But in addition, there's large quantities of debris. That canal has not been dredged since the 1950s. At one time, it was one of the busiest waterways in the United States with up to 50,000 vessels a year. Sometime after World War II, we went to more truck transport of goods, and the canal slowly declined, going more into residential at the current time, and the community is transitioning. Failing bulkheads, large quantities of debris in the canal that obstruct removal. So all these issues are very complicated and require a multidisciplinary approach, and that's where Geosyntec has that advantage with both the geotechnical part and environmental, or what I'll refer to as the geo-environmental aspects of dredging. Coming up with innovative approaches such as doing in-barge mixing, sending material off-site, staging in other locations, and bringing material in and storing it on barges is a big part of getting the work done on the canal. Complicating that factor is all the different sizes and shapes of debris that may or may not fit into a dredging bucket. Some of the area has historical significance in that Washington retreated from the Battle of Brooklyn across this path, and so there's areas that we're having to identify as potentially historically significant and evaluate that debris. Many different compounds. There were dye manufacturing facilities, chemical manufacturers, manufactured gas plants, all discharging into the canal. Those sediments have accumulated over time, and so those constituents present a hazard to human health, and that was a determination made by the US EPA when they classified this as a Superfund site. So Geosyntec has those capabilities necessary to assess the sediments and determine what the hazards are, what the appropriate disposal methods are, and also looking at removal methods. What type of dredging techniques would you use? How would you handle debris? So you go through all that planning on logistics and techniques and means and methods, and come up with what you think is the best approach to balance all the stakeholders' needs and our clients' needs, and end up with a product that's protective of human health and environment.